Okay, so I'm back. Let me just do one more thing. Just checking if I can. Yes. Hey everyone, welcome back. So, as I mentioned yesterday, we will start working on the new app, or I mean, not the new app, but yeah, we will start working on devs who run website from today. And uh, I'm thinking about starting like the upgrade. So right now, the version which I'm using for this app is, let's see. So we have several dependencies. If I go to package.json, you will see we are using Angular 19. Yes, Angular 20 is already out. It's released. And then we have, what else? NX. NX is 21.0.1, which is, I don't think so, it's the latest version as well. So 21.5.1 is the version which got published 1 day back. So we are not like pretty much outdated. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So we will be upgrading our NX version today. And let's start. So what I'm going to do is, of course, first I will create a new branch and we'll start from there. Score, update, NX version, NX, and we also want to upgrade the Angular version. So let's go. And in NX, the good thing is we have something known as NX migrate, a command, which can help us migrate the multiple packages, and it can identify like what are the different, something we call it as migrations. So NX can identify, okay, which frameworks I'm using, if there are any migrations, which means like if I'm moving from, let's say, Angular 19 to 20, do we need to make some code changes? Or do we have some breaking changes which needs to be done? So all these changes will be automatically run by NX, and we have to do minimum change, right? So let's see. So I'll say go ahead and run NX. Right, so start it, yarn NX migrate, and it will take some time before it collects all the information, like what are the different packages which we need to upgrade, and from which version to which version we are trying to move. And I'm using a new terminal. I'm sure like most people know this now, Warp. So I'm using Warp for terminal because I don't like the old Windows terminal. I mean, PowerShell is good, but there are like different ways to run commands, which I'm not really like really comfortable with. So I just moved on to Warp. Okay, somehow it's stuck at NX migrate. Yes, Smith. Good to see you back. Okay, what's happening? Oh, so it says I need to run with an yarn NX migrate, but what? Yeah, so latest. So yeah, let's go ahead and run latest. Oh, okay. Just one more thing before I think this is annoying. You see, so file as stream due to my name at the command prompt. It's actually yeah. So there is a name which comes near my near the terminal. So it's pretty annoying. I'm not sure like if there are any settings I can change it to some other place, but yeah, it's okay for now. So yeah, NX migrate latest for now, and it will try to upgrade. Oh, it tried to kill something. Let's see, fetching some metadata about packages. It may take few minutes. So it's trying to collect all the information, which are the packages, which are the version which we are using, and it will try to upgrade those. So let's see. So it's as we saw, NX21.5.1 is the latest version available, which was published 1 day ago. If you see this, right now we have 21.1, the NX version which we have. So it will try to upgrade the NX to 21.5.1 version. So generally, you can also see this in your ID. If you hover above this, I mean, it's based on your internet. So I think you can guess how fast my internet is. It is taking like ages just to show this information. So it says 21.5.1 is the latest one. And you can actually check it for, I think, most of the package, all the packages which exist inside your package.gc. Yeah. Okay. It's taking time. Next is link. Okay. So all this app. Okay. Come on. You may get it, but there is a pre-release, or you can say a release candidate version which is available, and which will add support to signals actually soon. And if you're not aware of what signals are in, so of course go ahead and read about it. There are so many amazing blogs, contents which are available. Ran Carniato, the creator of Solid, he has some amazing contents about. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's back. But yeah, I was disconnected for a few seconds. Probably it's my internet, which is fluctuating a little bit. But I hope you can hear me now. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Okay. Okay, seems like I'm having some network issue because I'm trying to install, like run a heavy yarn command, and okay, probably this command will never succeed. I'm sure it will fail. I think it's happening because of the internet issue. My internet is not. Hey, Hemant, not able to manage this load maybe. So okay, let's see. Hi, how are you? Okay, I'm just waiting for this command to complete. I hope this works. Mhm. Are you working? Yeah, I'm actually working on a side project. So today, I'm trying to upgrade my Angular and NX version, but looks like my internet is not able to do this. I'm getting some connectivity issues, and this is stuck. So yeah, it's not working anymore. Let's see if it's doing okay. There is no change here as well, so I don't think there's anything which is happening. Wow, I was not expecting internet issue to when I started. Okay. Anyways, so what I will do for now is let's cancel this. I mean, I really wanted to upgrade NX version A, but looks like my internet is not supporting me currently, and it's not able to run this. So what we can do is good question. So Smith asks, what is NX? This is a build tool which also supports monorepos. So let me share my screen. I think it's already shared, but let me share the NX website. So you can actually go to NX.dev, which is the and what NX does is it's like a monorepo, so you can actually bring any technology or any framework code into a single monorepository. So generally, what we do is we have different repositories for our different projects, but with NX you can actually keep them together. But you can also have faster builds because remember, if you are like bringing 100 projects together, it means you are not installing npm packages 100 times. But yes, you need to build those 100 projects, and this is where NX really shines. It gives you something called as build caching. So you only build the apps which are changed by your PR, let's say. So let's say if you raise a PR or whatever you call it as PR, or so out of those, let's say I'm talking about really big mono repository where you may have hundreds of projects. So if you are working in a one team which owns like two apps, and you made some changes where only one of them is affected, or let's say the code changes are related to only one app, so only that will be built again. So you don't have to rebuild everything, like all the 100 repositories. It's so great for code sharing because once you start sharing code by, let's say, you create a library and then you have to like publish them and then reuse it. Generally, the way npm works, right? So publish a package, you do it, and then use it. You can avoid all this entire workflow. You can build code base, make changes, and then whoever is dependent on your library, the code will be compiled again, and then you can deploy your code changes. Okay, so anyway, so let's see what to do today. So let's see next. So already we have our front end and back end. Let's this and I wanted to set up some of the information for our events because yeah, this is something we can proceed with maybe. So let's see. So we already have our events control. What I want, let's go back to the home page of the website. So this is devs.run.dev, and what we want to do is once you sign in, what you see is you can actually, of course, you have your profile, which is right for now. I mean, for currently it works fine. If I need locally, we still need to make it work on the CI. If you see this will not work, it will just say okay, failed to initiate GitHub plugin because we haven't connected our backend APIs with the front end. We need to do. But once someone logs in, they should be able to, let's say, create an event where they can say, okay, this is whatever conference they want to go to. Then there is, let's say, list of sports they can do, at what days, what day, and then we also need time. So let's say we need date and time, and we need a library, right? So maybe what we can store is, let's see if I can use Angular material. If we have anything here, what we are using for styling. Yeah, most of the styling is done by Sashi. So just checking. So app controller. No, this is for backend. For front end, and we have SRC. Sorry, CSS. So we are using Tailwind CSS. Okay. Yep. Good night, Smith. Good night. Okay, so we are using Tailwind CSS. Okay. So anyways, I'll just try to create a screen and then maybe I can see it later. So what we have for now is profile. I think profile is already done. Profile component.ts. This is what uh, I think done. Yeah, it's something which is done by Sashi. So let's see what we are doing here. We are using a service which gets some data. So okay, API URL. This is the API call /profile to get it's giving some data in local storage, which we should not. We'll change this. That's the run secret token. That's the run user. Verify section. Okay, cool. Now there is. So let's go ahead and add the events so I can start doing that. Is this details, workout details? Hey Esther, how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, Bulgaria. I think we are in same time zone, right? Bulgaria and Germany. India is like 3.5 hours ahead, so it's already like 12:30 or maybe 1 a.m. in 1 a.m. in India right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and generate a new component first. I just want to add a new component for events. What's happening? Why it's okay? Something wrong with editor or something. Ah, okay. So it's just slow. I think my internet is like commitment. No, I mean, yeah, I'm just generating a component. Yeah, there's something wrong with my machine today. Okay, so let's see. What I want is there should be a pages, and just copy this. Ah, wait. So we should start from apps slash front end. Oh, so you are like 1 hour ahead of me, Esther. So Bulgaria is like 1 hour from Germany. Okay, cool. So this is what I need. Let's generate. So we have a new component, and let's start adding some information. I see you have SSR enabled. Yeah, I mean, setting a new project, so I thought like, why not? Let's go with the SSR enabled because also wanted to see like how hydration works. And probably I don't think so. It was needed for this application, to be frank. But yeah, it's a passion project, anyways. It's a hobby project, so okay. So what I want to do is we want to generate a UI to add some events, and yeah, make it this is that and I'm really bad at designing, so I'll be taking some help from maybe Copilot as well. So I need a form, and this form will have some information. Right now, I'm not on Angular 20, so sorry 21, uh, or the ASCII version where I can use forms with signals. So for now, let's go ahead and just use the existing one. So we have form event name. Okay, so event name. What else I needed is event. Let's see. I'll say event location. Yes, of course I need event location, and I needed event date and time. So I need event description. Okay, let's take this and Dave event time and event capacity. Yes, how many people can join? Well, it's one more thing. I needed an like what kind of so event. Mhm. So I need to drop down for selecting the conference. I'll say, okay, this is for now. I need drop down. So select event type, or I just call it as name. Select conference. And then it can have type of so ng4. I don't know why it is using ng4, which it's the model which I'm using. Which one is this? Mhm. Chat is this add section to chat. Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, GPT 4.1. Oh, thank you so much. So if you're using Angular, I recommend using Cloud Sonnet 3.7 or 4 because otherwise you will get the old code. You see, I'm getting ng4 for some reason. I don't need ng4. So you, with the new version of Angular, you can actually use something known as @for. So I can say @for. Come on, what's happening? What's not? Why it selects? What's happening? What's wrong with my keyboard today? Mhm. Yeah, and GPT 4.1 is not good at writing Angular code, at least. That's my experience. Okay, there is something wrong with my editor. Let me just close it and close editor and then maybe reopen it just to. Oh, God. Okay, just reopen it. So, good evening. Yeah. So, are you also using Cloud or have you tried GPT-5? Anyone who tried GPT-5? I have like I know I have access to GPT-5 inside Copilot, but yeah, I just tried it for documentation, writing documentation. It was nice, but I haven't tried it for writing code so far because if I have to write an Angular code with Cloud 4 or Cloud 3. Hey, Sashi, maybe if you switch the la- language of the keyboard. I'm using US, so I'm not sure. But yeah, you're right. English. Oh, thank God. Thanks. Thanks, Esther. So that was the issue actually. It was somehow set on because I did like a laptop reset recently. So it went to DE. So it was using German keyboard. Hey Sashi, I'm just trying to create an event page for now, and that's it. Even GPT-5 generates for yeah, I thought so. At the rate for okay, why there is no intelligence for ng4? Oh, because I don't have in Angular language services installed. So let me just do that. So Sashi, let me know whenever you have time. Maybe we can just do connect our or deploy our backend APIs and configure the. We need to configure like I forgot the name. API dot devzur and dot dev as well, right? Dot com whatever. Okay, so this is done. I think I should get okay. So now intelligence is back. So for this, and I can remove this. Must match an identifier of this. Don't I need this? Oh, it should have a track by expression. Hmm. And I'll just remove this one. Yeah, let's do that sometime over this week. So at least we have sign up working, and then we can make this UI working. Track by conf.id for now. Yeah, I think this is fine. Is this for loop? Must match the pattern. What I'm missing? Because this is what happens when you don't write code very often. Since I'm still using like Angular 14 at work. I'm really missing like writing new code, new syntax. So I can say item of items and then track. So I don't need to give by, so I can just say track. Okay, so and then conferences, I don't have anything right now defined. So that's fine. Probably it's giving me an error here. So I'll just create a list of conferences for now. A dummy list. Conferences equals to this. Wow. So it's picking up all the new Angular Connect. So Angular Connect is happening this week. I think it's tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I mean, this year I'm not going to any conference, so I even don't remember the dates. But yeah, if you're interested, you can just check it out. Angular Connect. It's happening in London. It's back after 6 years. It happened like in 2019, and now they are. Yeah, it's fixed. I mean, yeah. So for conferences, so this is the new at the rate for syntax, and it requires ID, like set track by ID. So that's what it was complaining about, that I had like by keyword, because I'm still used to writing the old syntax where we use at the rate ng for star ng for, and then we use track by. I track by, and then you give a function or whatever. So okay, this is conferences and this is ID form. I need to still go ahead and create this form. So let's go ahead and do that. As I said, I was not able to upgrade. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening today. So what we need is, first we need to import. I'll be using reactive forms. Reactive forms, not that. And we need event form. Inform group. So let's add conference, event type, event date, event location. So we have, yeah, so I think it should just event description, event time, event capacity. Did I miss anything else? No, I think it's okay. And I can just say add the imports, update, and all missing imports. And I think this is not event location. So I think this is location. So just change the names. Location, this was event. Okay, so I think I'm still missing name. So we have name, location, conference, description again. So this is not event description. This is description, date, time, capacity. So date, time, capacity. So she I'm planning to like at least build the event form so I can use it during before GitHub Universe. So because some of us are actually planning a run, and that will be maybe a good way to actually launch this, so people can use it. Conference event type. Event type can be. Have you seen the new signal forms in Angular 21 next? Yeah, that's what I was talking about because I'm still on Angular 19 and I wanted to try out signal form, but unfortunately I was not able to upgrade the NX and Angular version because it just kills my internet and I'm not able to do it. Probably I'll do it offline and try it on another stream. But I saw like everyone is so excited about signal forms, and it's like it's going to be a new way to write the code because this is like different, right? So it's a different package altogether. So it's going to be, if I read it correctly, it's going to be form slash signals. So it's not like your reactive form or template driven form, but a new way of doing it. That's, I hope I'm right. I mean, because I have to still go ahead and check like what's happening. I'm so behind on like catching up with all these changes on Angular because I'm just doing a lot of work right now, and we use Angular 14 at work. So my goal is to migrate to Angular 18 by end of the year, and then move to Angular 20 so we can adopt all these new features which is coming. So yeah, most of my time is going there, and then whatever little time we get. So I try to do this stream, make sure like I learn something new. That's very important. Otherwise, yeah, it's hard. Okay, invest event date. So we have date. It's from control and date. So I'll just change it to date. And I'm just confused about this event type because what I want to basically do is what kind of sports you want to do. Yeah, Esther. I mean, that's that. I mean, but there's a good thing. I think after with Angular 20, there was like limited or very small new APIs. So Angular 20 was mostly about fixing the APIs which were like either not stable or maybe developer preview to stable. So I hope the new things, right? The new writing new APIs apart from forms because everyone is talking about forms. But hope this stops. I mean, you know, a lot of changes at once is not good. That's what I think. I mean, because it becomes so hard to adopt to everything, right? Just think about my team where we are stuck on Angular 14, and of course, uh, developers wants to use the new shiny all these things, but somehow we are not able to, right? And if you just like miss maybe a year, so you have already like you're already far behind because there are two releases a year. So developers start feeling like this. Okay, what's happening? Like I'm maybe this project is not fancy enough anymore. They start to lose that touch. So yeah. So she I'm planning to explore the new angle changes on live stream by creating some small projects. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, that's why that's always nice. This is how you learn. That's why I also do this stream. So just yeah, I think Angular 14 was the last. I mean, but yeah, but there was a time, right? We all of us were actually complaining about there is nothing happening in Angular. We are stuck at the same version for a long, long time. Now, then things started moving ahead, but I think the pace was just too much for everyone. So mhm. uh, rename. Let's note this here. And what I want to do is I just want to configure a route for now so I can access this page. Going from 14 to 21 is mini rewrite. I mean, going from 14 to 21, I mean, I'm really like, as I said, like at work, we have 14, right? And then we are moving to 16. But what we are recommending developers is forget about the old code. Like, don't invest your time in, even though like we migrate to 16, let's say we do it in a few weeks, don't waste your time thinking about migrating old code. Just leave it. Leave. And this is one thing where Angular really shines, that I can just leave, start writing new code in way, right? New shiny way. So uh, I'll, of course, like this. That's our recommendation so far at work. Otherwise, it creates a FOMO, right? I mean, that we should go ahead and migrate our old code and then be on latest stack or latest shiny whatever syntaxes are. So otherwise, you will be like, just think about our code base where we have 1 million lines of code. I mean, if you just like want to migrate and adopt signals everywhere, I mean, we are probably not shipping anything for next maybe year and a half. Okay, so this is done. Let me just start the server and um, let's run. Main target itself, hyphen projects. So I can run multiple projects together, so I don't have to like do it for front end and back end separately. Does run API, and then I need front end. Project. Okay. I just needs to see projects. No tasks were run. Why? We could just serve projects. What's happening here? Yeah, an externally project. Is it project or projects? Ah, okay, it was project. No, it still complains about project, unknown argument project. What's happening? No, I don't want to build. I don't know. I just want to serve. Okay, anyways, let's do one thing. Maybe I'll just figure out like what's the command which I'm missing right now. So I'll just run the stuff for this so I can run my backend. As Thursday is another thing in routing, it still gives me change that no module is a standalone number, and I have to change a lot of those. Still gives you module. I change to component now, no modules, it's a standalone component, I have to change a lot of those. I mean, with new code, right? I mean, with new code, of course, there's only standalone components, but it can still work in parallel, right? You don't have to change your old code and just keep it running as it is and then migrate the new code. And whenever you get time, or you can just use standalone migrator. I mean, that's also nice. I mean, I really like that Angular has migration for few neat picks, like for example, migrating to control flow syntax. I can just run and migrate to control flow syntax, and I can do it incrementally, so I don't have to like change thousands of files at once in a single commit. So I can just say, okay, let's start with the uh, small app, because we have almost close to 40-50 apps in our mono repository. So I can just start with 20, let's say one small one, and then migrate for the rest of it. Cool. Yeah, it works, but feel less accurate. Oh, I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so you may be right. So I need to try it out on my code base, which is pretty big, and see how it works. Okay, so my backend is served, and let's serve the front end. So it's, and maybe for our next migration, what I will try to do is maybe record it and post it on YouTube channel, because that might work. I mean, I don't have to stream anything. I just need to record my screen. So at the start of the stream, actually, I tried to migrate NX, and it just killed my internet connection, because it's I still use DSL, by the way. So in Germany, it's fiber is not available everywhere, and I live in a village, which is still where we are still using DSL. So it will take like maybe 2 to 3 years more before I get a fiber here. So Esther, you tried running those migration on your project or your work project? Because I keep hearing from many people, right? Those migrations are like pretty accurate, and they take care of most of the code base. Okay, let's 4200. So let's see. And even like with Angular migrations, or even with simply with migrations, I think migrations are good enough in case you follow standard practices, best practices. But if you have a very big, complicated project where you bring a lot of dependencies, it becomes a nightmare. So whenever I see people talking about like running uh, migration successfully on their project, and when I tell them I'm still like on Angular 14, and they laugh, I'm like, okay, they forget about it, because probably you're not in that situation where I'm right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, what happened? Nicholas 4000, and I just configured a route which is called event. Um, okay, so this is the ugly form which we have. Code, time, event capacity, location, select a conference. And I'm still not sure like why. let's give maybe where's this even dot html, and I can ask ChatGPT, Copilot. At least we have something on screen. Use Tailwind CSS to beautify this from on the so I'll just go to the agent mode so it can make all the changes. And okay, so what once we log in, we will see this form where I can add description. I'm not sure, like, so Sashi, as you're here, we are using Tailwind CSS, but I what I've seen is it doesn't work really well with Angular material. But do you have any other component library in your mind which we can use? Uh, maybe because we need more components, right? And probably just using Tailwind CSS will not be enough. Oh, I'm almost tempted to start running soon. Oh, nice. Yeah, I just did like half marathon this Sunday and I'm really, really tired. And I want to start running as well. But I need to take a break for let's see what my watch says. So still I think 56 hours. So today is Tuesday, right? So I think 2 more days before I can run. Okay, so this the green which you see is changes suggested by uh, GitHub Copilot. So I'll just say okay, keep. So I just accepted all the changes. Oh, nice. This is nice. I believe me. I mean, I can never probably create a form like this. I trust my designing skill. So at least, uh, good thing with Copilot is something I don't have to do this. I don't have to like break my head thinking about like how to design an ICY. Yeah, I mean, you if you want me to write code, yep. But CSS is something. Okay, nice. So we have this form available, and maybe I can just try creating an event. Test location self. This is test, and I'll say okay, this is it. Whatever time, maximum capacity, and hope we get a console. Open dedicated dev tools for Node.js. Okay, where is the console? Okay, believe me, I'm using Edge like after a long time. Form is invalid. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, yeah. See, like I'm amazing at designing forms. I can design this beautiful form without doing much. Just a prompt. I'm just a prompt away from designing this beautiful form. Okay, nice. So we have our form ready. Now I just need to work on my backend APIs. So probably I will do that. SF is actually abbreviation for Sophia. Really? Sophia. I mean, SF San Francisco is also SFO. Okay, it's SFO. So okay, nice. So we have form. Now the next task would be to send it to the backend. And also, I'm thinking about like making this form a little bit more reusable. So, for example, to add a new conference, I can just have a button here, or yeah, just a button somewhere. No, it's not in Sofia. It's a so I'm I'm traveling to San Francisco for GitHub Universe next month, and some of us are actually planning a half marathon there. That's why I want to actually complete this UI and maybe launch it before GitHub Universe, so like more people can join us if they are interested. And yeah, that's the whole idea. So at least we have a form now, and we just need to connect. Yeah, most probably SF, yeah, San Francisco use it. So cool. So see, I'll connect with you. Maybe we can do another stream together where we can just configure our subdomain and see. Let's see if we can connect our front end and back end, so people can at least start to sign in. Yeah, thank you so much. So for now, I mean, yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll try to work on the backend API part. For now, the front end looks good. This is the form I was looking for, and maybe I can just change the form, right? I mean, well, it's not something which I have to just keep once created. So, but you can see, like, I haven't written much of a code. Uh, I just used ChatGPT. I'm sorry, not ChatGPT. I keep saying ChatGPT for some reason, but I used GitHub Copilot to do all the design work. I just wrote some of the Angular code, which is to create the form. This one, yeah, whatever 9 lines of code or 10 lines of code. This is written by me. So this is not AI, and I'm not AI. So at least I wrote some code, and this is some dummy data which we created, and we ended up using reactive forms model for now because I wanted to have reactive form. Yep. Signals, yes, I'm still not there, and so I can start using signal forms once we are on Angular 21 or RC version. It says form is not valid because maybe I'm just missing some of the validations, but I'll continue tomorrow anyways. Are you using just Angular SSR or another backend code? Yes, we are using actually Nest.js for our backend APIs. So if you see front end and there is a back where we have our Nest.js API. We created some code already here. So we have controllers. There's an event controller which is empty right now. And probably this is where I will add my code. And for database, we are planning to use Upright because yeah, we don't want to reinvent things, right? And struggle regarding like where to deploy this thing and where to deploy database because so if you keep adding these dependencies, the deployment becomes a nightmare. With Upright, I can just configure the Upright API and be happy, live happy. And this is a passion project. I'm not looking at like probably 50,000 users or maybe 100,000 users. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy like even if 100 or 200 developers use this. Cool. So let's wrap up for now, and I'll continue tomorrow with the backend. So thanks again, Esther. Thanks, Sashi. Thanks for joining, and Smith, Hemant. I'll see you tomorrow. And 13 Cyberpunk. I'm sorry, I forgot to ask your name, but maybe if you join tomorrow, I'll. Wait, is this part of Upright Hackathon? Wait, there is an hackathon? I have no idea about it. This is like just our passion project. You should submit it. There's nothing right now, so I don't know what we will submit. There is nothing for. I mean, there are just two controllers, and which just does OAuth, which is written by Sashi. He will kill me if I submit this project. He'll be like, "Dude, you stole my code." Like, of course, in open source, no one can do that, but this is like written mostly by him. Hey, Kishan. Uh, cool. Good night, and I'm also wrapping up. Cool. Thanks, Esther. I'll check that. So for now, let's goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.